Good morning.
Are you disappointed there was no row here? Would have helped make your case, wouldn't it?
I really feel that what happened is more or less what, if you'd asked me yesterday, what was going to happen. I mean, clearly what the Prime Minister is asking for is pretty trivial. It's not something that is going to fundamentally change the European Union relationship with the United Kingdom. And after all the hype, we've ended up with two sentences from the European Council summing up what happened, and the Prime Minister really accepting that he hasn't moved very far. But, behind the scenes, there is no doubt about it that they will come up with something that will be cobbled together and come back. But it won't make a difference to our relationship, and will be something that will make no difference to migration either, even if he gets his 4 years.
Well, it's interesting because you and other campaigners to get out of Europe always say it is trivial. But I have to say there are leaders here in this city in Brussels saying we simply cannot have this thing. We will not have this 4-year ban on migrants getting in-work benefits. They don't think it's trivial at all. They think it's very serious.
Well, yeah, but we do, and we know that it's going to make very, very little difference, as the Office of Budget Responsibility has said. But of course the leaders are going to say that. These are leaders of EU countries where the establishment, not necessarily the people, believe fundamentally in the EU project, which is to bring about an ever closer union, which is to bring together the countries into more or less a federal state. And what the British public will have to decide is whether they're fed up with the £350 million a week that goes into the European Union, and whether they actually think that we would be better able to spend that money supporting our farmers, supporting our fishermen, supporting our economy and trading with the rest of the world. And, it's coming down to that very fundamental decision about democracy. And that's why, I welcome so much the referendum debate. And we will be getting an opportunity now to get the real facts about the European Union, and not the kind of, hype that goes on all the time, which people have had to put up with, and particularly in my party, where there's been no proper debate for years.
One woman's facts are, of course, another man's propaganda. Let's not argue about the facts that you laid out there. Just answer me this, though. If, as may well happen, and even the polls now still suggest it will, Britain votes to stay in, to remain, do you think our relationship with the EU would be better if David Cameron gets his way, even though you think it's nothing like the sort of change you want to see?
No, I think if we vote to stay in, then the EU and the rest of the European countries, whenever anything happens in the future that the United Kingdom doesn't like or wants to change or wants to amend, we will be told very firmly by the unelected Commission, hang on, your country voted to stay in, you have no right to stop this, you have no right to do anything, and we will lose even more our rights and our powers. And I really do think if we leave now, if we stay in now, after all of this debate and after these changes, it will be the end of the United Kingdom as a totally independent democratic country, which we're losing already, but we will completely have lost that. Thank you.
Kate Hoey, thank you very much indeed.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.